Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Newton's Panthers going up against Brady's Patriots. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the defending Super Bowl champs introduced to this fired-up crowd here in Foxborough as the Patriots get set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and you know, now more than ever, it's a passing league. We know that, and as Larry hit onto the open, we've got a couple of great passers squaring off here this afternoon.
And usually the discussion centers in on how they're going to compete against the opposite defense. But you and I had a nice little chat with one of these guys in this game, and they did say, look, I'm always competing against the opposite quarterback. If I play better than he does, I think my team has an advantage.
Makes the handshake afterwards a little sweeter, too. It's a rematch of the 2004 Super Bowl. The Pats and Panthers are underway. Here's Matthew Slater to return it. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Fresh off a redemptive Week 2, Tom Brady takes the field with the Patriots. Week 1, the loss, all the talk about, oh, what's wrong with the Patriots? Well, Tom Brady comes out, throws 3 touchdown passes in the first quarter in Week 2.
And was that the first time he had ever done that in his career?
Yeah, how about that? Pretty amazing, right?
Tom Brady still setting new records, new trends as he continues on. But were you really surprised at all about the way the Patriots started against New Orleans in the last game?
No.
Coming off of that game against Kansas City, you just knew they would come out with a fury.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
They try again with Lewis. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
In his 5th year from La Tech, here's the lefty Ryan Allen to punt it. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taking it about the 16. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. Off a 228-yard passing performance in Week 2, here comes Cam Newton bringing out the Carolina Panthers. But the offense struggled on both sides in that game, and Cam Newton was sacked 6 times by Sean McDermott's defense.
Well, if anyone's going to know Cam Newton in that offense, it'd be Sean McDermott, who was their former defensive coordinator. But I think some of the things you're talking about, that's timing. Cam Newton hurt much of the preseason, played very little in preseason action, probably still a little rusty trying to get coordinated with his receivers.
And went off with an ankle injury in that game, but came back, resurfaced from the medical tent. Now a first carry for Jonathan Stewart. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
By the way, partner, that was a 30-year-old running back carrying the ball.
Yeah, turned 30 back in March, did Stewart.
Yeah, I know that people say that you're not supposed to at the age of 30, but Jonathan Stewart, good style, good physicality. He'll continue to run it.
Hoping to keep him healthy. Hasn't played a full 16 games since 2011. On second down, they run with Stewart. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Newton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on third down to force the incompletion to set up fourth. Now a man who subbed in for Andy Lee down the stretch last year, Michael Pilardi, to kick it away. Back deep, Danny Amendola for New England. Oh, able to avoid him. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Patriots take over. Patriots coming back out on offense, and an interesting nugget. The Patriots have lost 4 openers since 2001 like they did this year against Kansas City, but the previous 3 times they did it, they went on to win the Super Bowl. Think that can happen again?
That's not a nugget, man. That's a gold nugget. Where did you get that one? That's pretty strong right there.
A hat tip to Ed Brady, our statistician.
Well, how about that? Now, think about how the pendulum swings in the NFL. Preseason, Patriots prohibitive favorites to win another Super Bowl with their offseason and draft, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Then they lose the opener to Kansas City. Oh, boy, the Patriots, trouble in paradise. They blow away the Saints, and with that little stat you gave us, they're going right back to the Super Bowl, aren't they?
Throwing now is Brady. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. We see the starters offensively for New England, and a lot of injuries, Charles, to Tom Brady's pass catchers. It's just seemingly one after the other recently.
A rash of injuries, and with any other quarterback, I think you'd have a lot of worry. What is he going to do? But we've seen Tom Brady adjust. We've seen the Patriots adjust over the years. So they'll probably lean on the running backs a little bit more. James White can run it and catch it. Dion Lewis can do exactly the same thing. If they get Rex Burkhead back and it's not a major injury, another guy who's a combo guy. James Devlin, he's supposed to be a blocker. He caught a pass outside the numbers against New Orleans. And don't forget Dwayne Allen at tight end. So Tom Brady will shift his focus to the healthy guys until he gets everyone else back ready to go.
And on top of that, didn't mention Mike Gillislee, 4 touchdowns for him in 2 weeks. Brady gives this one to Lewis. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the starting defense here for the Panthers.
When I saw that the Carolina Panthers were ranked 21st in total defense in 2016, I thought it was a misprint. This is a very talented defense, but they didn't play up to those standards in 2016. Perhaps the loss of Josh Norman at corner hurt them in the secondary. Luke Kuechly, their middle linebacker and their heart and soul of their defense, wasn't able to play a complete season, and they didn't get the same pass rush in 2016 that they had in the previous year when they went to the Super Bowl.
Now they'll throw with Brady. It's caught outright, Amendola. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Amendola. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
The first carry now for Rex Burkhead. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Now Lewis. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
That man has still got it. Thomas Davis can do it all. Drop into coverage, rush the quarterback, and, of course, make plenty of tackles.
Closing in on 1,000 career tackles and consistent. Last year, 106 tackles. The year before, 105.
College safety turned linebacker in the NFL. What a career.
Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. 0-0 our score, and we'll return to Foxborough after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Here's Brady. And that is incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So on fourth down, Brady will yield to Gostkowski for the field goal try. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. Fozzie Whitaker now on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. We've got a moment here while Carolina comes back out on offense to discuss how Greg Olsen's injury is going to impact them going forward, because second quarter, week 2, he broke his right foot.
That's a big-time blow to the Carolina offense because, truth be told, the #1 target for Cam Newton is Greg Olsen. He is his security blanket, his safety net, his primary receiver, all rolled into one. And Greg Olsen did say that he thought he'd miss a lot of games after that injury.
They go play action here on first down. On the catch, this is Jonathan Stewart. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Stewart on first down. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. This is Stewart again. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot. An extra corner on the field for New England here on 3rd down.
Yeah, another DB. Out of the gun, Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's Michael Pilardi now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now a play fake. Brady. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
He was a cover guy for Madden in 2016, but I don't think Gronk saw that as being his highlight for the year. What did he have, 25 catches for the season? Only 8 games went down for good right before Thanksgiving. You know he wants to be back with a vengeance in 2017.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. Nice move by Lewis. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. Again, it's Lewis. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Now Brady leaves to Burkhead on the draw. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, we'll send you to Orlando and Larry Ridley as he'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. But no touchdown. These guys need to give Larry some touchdowns to talk about.
Things are too easy for him right now back in the studio. Come on, guys. Help the man out. Give him something to talk about.
New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Brady to throw. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So on 4th down, Brady will yield to Gostkowski for the field goal try. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So a little fortunate there because that one was definitely leaking right.
Without a doubt, maybe about the width of a football or so inside that right upright. But he got it to go.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field.
And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Newton on first down. He hits Stewart in the flat. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll make it a 2nd down. The shotgun snap for Newton. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And it's 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Completes it to Dixon. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Back to throw, Newton. And Dixon over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout, and now we're set to get going. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Throwing again is Newton. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And that one will give them the lead here as we approach halftime. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Gano out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Brady now on first down. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Second down now after the pass completion. Brady to throw on second down. On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. And that'll bring up second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second down now after the incompletion. To throw again, Brady. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. They'll run it here. This is James White, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Now a first down throw for Newton. To Shepard, complete over the middle. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry.
Okay, Brandon, thanks, and welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get to the highlights. Both the Patriots and the Panthers haven't figured out yet how they're going to move the ball through the air. The defenses on both sides have kept points off the board, and it will be interesting to see if they can keep that up. All right, let's do it. Here's a look at the first half highlights. First and 10. Dixon's by himself here, and he'll be tackled at the 21-yard line. Panthers still on the field. Newton's on point with the throw, and this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. Panthers go up by 1. We're set up for a great second half, so let's get you out to it. Here's Brandon Guyton.